Morning, Matt here. In today's episode, we're trying to sort out this, or to be exact, you saw the smoke. It's black. It's blue. I don't like the blue smoke. There is a lamp going on, and it's not because the cooler is missing. It tended to blink all the way like it's overheated. Well, it also does turn on the oil pressure light from time to time. And on top of all of that, it's an NA diesel with 60 horsepower, absolutely no torques, and this is a big truck. Doesn't want to go with that engine. So what are we going to do to fix it? Well, we're going to do this. So what the fuck is this? Well, this is a 1Z TDI, meaning 90 horsepower, unfortunately electronic throttle pedals, so that will be interesting. But it also means that, well, this car has a turbo, has around 90 horsepower and a bunch more torques. And on top of all that, it is in better shape, in better condition. Hopefully it won't use as much oil. And, well, this car was 300 euro. And for 300 euro, I get the complete swap, and I get to scrap the car and take at least 100 or maybe even 150 euro back. So why not just do it? And again, turbo, more power. Let's do it. Let's get it into the shed and start to take this engine out. Oh, to get it into the shed, I need to get this puppy out first. And yeah, it still lives. Guess it's time now for another cold start. You know what, before getting this into the shed, let's take apart the front end because, well, it's mostly held in by hopes and dreams. So yeah, yeah, a few. There is one bolt holding, 1, 2, 3 zip ties, and wood screw. And hopefully, I don't know, let's just take this apart and see. This was pretty fast, pretty easy. Let's get into the shed and try to get this engine out. I just had another look at the van, and yeah, power steering pump is definitely different, located, rotated differently. So before doing anything, I have to take this one off, and I'll just leave it hanging. Then we'll get to the engine. Also, I'm pretty sure I'll need a new sump. And also, I'm pretty sure this gearbox is cracked. Good thing we're not using the gearbox. At this point, I am mostly there. I say mostly because two most annoying parts right now are undoing the downpipe. I don't know how I'll do that. This looks like a hard bit to pull off. And the second part is this right here, which should just twist and unhook. But it doesn't want to do that, and it's brittle as hell, so any tighter squeeze and I'm breaking stuff. So yeah, let's try and get this off. Let's try and get that off. Then we need to undo this mount, and we should be good to go. This came off without breaking anything. How? Well, your guess is good as mine. But I'm thankful for it. Let's try and get this engine out now. Right now, the engine is on the crane, mounts are undone. And it's time to find out if I can take it out without killing myself, hopefully. But it doesn't seem to budge from the gearbox. So yeah, so let me put you on time lapse because I cannot be concentrated on filming right now if I want to live. Yeah, you saw me battle the bolt down there. It was so damn dirty, so much covered in grease that I didn't even see it. Okay, I got that off, then it separated from the gearbox quite easily. And then there was the problem number 2, which was removing the front of the subframe. Now that the engine is out, oh, that's not good. And we have 2 more here. 2 more. So there's that, and everything else was unplugged. Well, that's good to know. But I was saying, the engine is now out. I need to get it here somewhere so I can wash it, but before that I want to move this car away because I don't want this falling on that. And there's a great chance of this falling because it's a DIY jack meant for small cars like, I don't know, this AX, that's a 90 kilo engine. This is not a 90 kilo engine. Alright, the engine is out. I cannot move it further up because, well, it's up. And as I said, that's a DIY, not working really good. It's not straight and it starts to shift. And we all remember this one. So there's that. But here's a quick update. Clutch supposedly changed some 3 or 4 years ago. That's what the guy said. And it does look pretty good. I don't want to take it off because I don't have a... it will be impossible to center this, and then I'll have a problem putting it back on the gearbox. So I'm not taking it off, but yeah, looks pretty good from what I can see. A belt, same story, 3 or 4 years ago, and I believe that story because, again, pretty good. No signs of cracking, of wear, of anything, so should work. And this one, well, pretty much too. So I'll just throw it in. It's a cheap build, it's a cheap project, it's a cheap car. Turbocharger, not the greatest, not the best, but again, cheap build, will work for now. And then once we get this truck going, we get this engine going, we'll think about upgrading the turbo and blowing everything up. Until then, I need to wash this shit because it's dirty. I need to get the truck here and take the truck's engine out and prepare everything for swap. This now looks way better. See? No grime. Not perfect, still a bit of grime there. And yeah, will do for now. At least I can get it in without getting completely dirty. And that's always the point. Now, for some of the differences. Oil filter housing. This over there is a power steering pump. We'll have to change that bracket. Of course, the mount, this mount. And there is a problem with half shaft being supported from the engine block, which we will also need to remove here and get it to work over there. But I think there will be room for it. I don't know, I'll see when I take the engine out. So yeah, let's get on with this. I'm taking this off, taking the engine out. As for the intercooler, I'm pretty sure I can make it fit right here. Got a hole here, move the filters, move this water separator or filter, what is it, I don't know. We'll move it a bit towards the back. I have to rework all of this either way, so if I can get the intercooler to fit here, that would be awesome. Usually stock mounting positions are, I think, here and here, so it goes like here somewhere over the engine, and I don't want that rumbling. Let's take the engine out. Some of these bolts were really pushing me, but everything on the gearbox side is undone now. I do need to unclip some of these hoses still. I need to undo this mount, and I don't know if this bolt down here holds anything. These here are undone, and once we pull the engine a bit towards the outside, then I'll check how to undo power steering pump, because right now I cannot see shit. Not see shit. Hopefully this is now ready to be pulled out. All I need to do now is undo this mount, and everything else should be undone. All the hoses, all the wires, everything should be undone. Wish me luck. Go crazy. There is a rounded off bolt. Whenever I check to put on, I cannot get any grip, so it's taking so long that a freaking time lapse drained my battery. The problem is this mount. I cannot get the engine far to the left as I need without getting this mount off. I cannot get it off because one bolt is, first of all, it's like E14, E12 or something, but it's so fucking stuck and I cannot undo it. And there's a nut on this side. I just can't do it. I managed to remove power steering pump, so that's off. That's good. It's out, baby. Managed to get the mount off, and yeah, it's off. Now, I don't know if I will be able to get the other engine in, because yeah, this was pretty damn hard. Either way, if I even try to do it, before that I need to get the exhaust off. I do need to drill these two holes because there aren't any on that block. Then I need to see if these two are tapped, and I also need to see if this one is tapped and this one is tapped, because this is where the mount goes. So these two I think I have. This one is for the power steering pump. This one I have. I just need to check if it's tapped. This is where the mount was held, so yes, it's tapped. This I need to drill out. This I need to drill out. This I need to remove, and then the mount can go right here. That was one of the problems, which will work. We can get around it, so that's good. This should all work. And then I'll place with the hoses because it's a bit different routing and everything. But again, for now, as much I can see, this all should work.
Tomorrow.
Alrighty, day 2. Time to check out all the differences and try to put these things together. First, this is completely different, and hope I can get this to work without swapping them over. But can I really? That is the question. Main difference, I might have already mentioned, is that I don't have the holes here. I need to mount the, well, mount. So let's get that sorted, and then we'll see what awaits further on. Happy times. Can you see how it broke? So I cannot use that anymore. And if I put the drill on, it just keeps spinning because this is not a good fit on my drill. So time to give it a rethink. Well, I've knocked off my GoPro, but yeah. Works this way, so I'll try and finish it like that so I don't have to use the nuts. I don't like nuts. And with this, I'm hoping to get out of that nutty situation. Enough of the nut puns, and let's try and do it. Well, hopefully it will work like this. Wish me luck. All done. Now these were the bolts that were used. They aren't original, and I'm going to find something more up to the task. There we go, the mount is on. These are head bolts, 10.9, so they should hold. Sharpen them a bit. Now they fit. And that's it, that's done. We have these two holes clean, we have these two holes cleaned. This is just a true hole. These two holes are for power steering pump. This is just a true hole for the power steering pump again. This is done. So, well, so far so good. We should be close to getting this in the engine bay. I will leave this filter in because honestly I think it will work. I mean, for the radiator I have this hose and then the one down there. They will fit, they are in the same positions, like here and down here. Now the only problem is cabin, heater for the cabin, but I do have this instead of the big giant one that was there. And I do think I can use this and this somehow, even though these look bigger. But we will get this all to work, and this can then be connected right here. And then the only thing is to connect, and I think that goes somewhere else. Expansion tank overflow. I really think that was somewhere up here. Oh yeah, like here. And it's in the same place here. So yeah, I will keep this filter housing, and this means this engine is almost ready to go in. I still need to remove this locating pin because there it is on the gearbox, and this one too. You know what, before putting the engine in, I have to sort out the ECU. So this is where the ECU lives. Wiring goes all the way around. We'll take all of this off, and then we'll see where the wires go down here and over there, and we'll just cut off everything we can, and we'll see where they splice into the rest of the loom, and then try to figure that out on the truck part. But for now, let's get the ECU out and all of these wires down. Okay, done with the wiring for now, because I want to disassemble the complete interior, because, well, It overlaps too much here. Don't want to cut it yet. I want to remove complete interior. I already started on that. And then we'll remove the interior of the van and try to splice them in, so you'll see. But that comes later. Now we want to get the TDI engine inside the truck. Sarah is here, she'll help me, and we will try and get it in. Then we'll still need to do the exhaust, but for now I don't think it will be in the way. Yeah, once we do that, then we'll switch over to wiring, interior and everything. We are really close, really close. Just need to get gearbox into the clutch, and hopefully they are the same. They look the same, didn't check, but anyways, I don't think it's center at this point, and I still need to rotate the engine a bit because lifting it on this mounts creates a problem. The engine hangs like it should be in the car and not like in a truck, so too far, rotate it too far towards the back. Either way, let's try and get it in fully. Guess the engine is in. Well, now the engine is in. This mount is holding. I still need to do up everything on the back there, do up the bolts to the gearbox, but I cannot film that. As you can see, it's too dark, so we'll continue tomorrow and everything will be tightened up by then, and then I'll show you the routing and everything, what we've done.
Tomorrow for sure.
New day, we have some lights. A quick update. This gave us trouble because this exhaust was built as one piece, so there was no way of taking it off. Had to cut it. It had a small hole here, so I chose this location and it was easy to access. And then when we got it out, well, we did some damage here, but whatever. Had to cut this off because it's a bit tight here, so now it does work. There will be enough space. I can still clearance it with a hammer if I need. Now, we have a big problem because I don't know how much you can see, but I cannot bolt the gearbox and block together because of this here. I'll show you on this engine. This little piece got bent over and I cannot bolt them together. Now the reason for that is, well, we were in a hurry and you saw me take out the pins because this engine didn't have the pins in. They were on the gearbox and it was easier to take them off out of the engine. Shouldn't have done that. Now I need to fix this situation. And to fix this situation, what I'll do is use these longer bolts up here. Try to find even longer bolt down here, so I can undo this, then slide the engine completely to the left side for like 2 centimeters, but not dropping it out of alignment with the gearbox, and then just sliding it back in once I'm done. Hopefully with that over there, and then I'll go and sort out this mess of hoses. As for the fueling, I checked that out, it works. This will be okay. I still need to remove that mount, which I forgot. That's a power steering pump mount, which I don't need. And I'll basically bolt this on, and that should be it. Now, as for the oil sump, it'll work. Hopefully we don't have oil starvation. But as I said, let's try and fix this and finally get this engine mounted, bolted in as it should be. Again, don't know how much you can see because it's dark, but it's now fixed, and this bolt should go in straight through like that. And we should be able to do it right this time. So let's put it all back together. Quick update. Engine is in, mounted securely. This is tightened up. All of the bolts down there are tightened up. This is on, but I didn't notice the difference. But this power steering pump pulley, you can see it's offset. So this needs to be changed. That one, see how much further out it is. So that one needs to go on. That's what needs to be done. Still, we've started routing the hoses, and now these hoses are what is going to be a problem. But I'll check this all out and see what I can do, how I can route them so it still makes sense. That's what we'll be dealing with till the end of the day. Putting the Allen bolts here, well, you have to be a freaking idiot to do that. So thank you VW, or whoever in VW did that. You're a complete idiot. I also rounded up 2 bolts on that engine. So yeah, this one is off. We've drilled into them, removed the heads, and then removed the pulley. So that's how it went. Now, if I was a smarter man, I would have done that off the car. Now doing that on the car will be a pain in the ass, but at least I know the drill. No pun intended. This is getting fucking ridiculous. I welded in a bolt. Welded one here, didn't want to budge. Welded one here, now I cannot even drill it. And look how it snapped. Just like that. I mean, I don't get it. I totally completely forgot I have this. Now, 2 more are out. And now only this one welded, which we actually put another nut or another bolt in, so that will be hard to do. As I said, since we welded this in, this one will be harder to do. But it did start to move, so that's something. Started to move. Yes, baby. We started to move. Move. Oh, for fuck's sake. I really love this tool. This pneumatic tool just gets the job done. And the last one is out. Thank you, Lord. Now we just need to find the bolts and put the correct one of these in, and we are done. forgetting I have some tools which I didn't have before. I mean, damn it, totally forgot I had that.
Wouldn't be wise to clean this.
Yeah, that's pretty messy right here, but we are down to the wiring job. So what we're trying to do is pull everything from here out, see what goes where, what's important, what's not, and then we'll sort out everything from the outside and place it into the van. Well, for now it's pretty simple, I guess. Does this look simple to you? This we still need to pull through here, but we need to free it all up there. This we've got out. That's the main relays and fuses and everything. This goes from the relay box to the steering wheel, column controls and everything. This is the dashboard and this is the light control. So yeah. Now, as you've seen, we're going to take all of this out, map it out and see what we can do. The loom is out. Here we have lights. This is separate. This goes into the cabin, into the fuse box. This goes on the engine and this goes towards the ECU. Now we'll get all of this out and then try to make one good functioning wiring loom out of all this. So yeah, there's that. So this is the wiring loom. We have everything looking pretty good. This is where they go in. So we have the ECU here somewhere. That's not sorted out yet. These sensors have to go here. This goes here. That works. The engine is connected from down here. I do have a bunch of these. I don't know where they go. Actually, this one goes here, but it's not the same connector, so I have to cut it off and put the right correct connector in. This one needs to be connected here. That's good. This is done. This is done. This is done. This is done. And we have this one, which I don't have a slightest clue where it goes. All right, hoses done and routed as I want them. So this is, you saw that already, and this is the hoses. This is just the original T4 hose clamped into thermostat. I think that is thermostat or whatever. It's just clipped in, not bend to bend this, so all works. This is all Golf up until here, and this is just shortened T4 connecting right here. All works. And this is again Golf, just rotated. This used to be here. I've just switched them over and now it works. Also, this is T4 original, nothing special here. And this is Golf part connected with the T4 part. What else do we have? Well, this is mainly it. I mean, looks okay. Works okay. Now the only problem is the intercooler piping will not fit, but I think I'll just shorten these up and see if I can get them in here somewhere like that and see where they go from that point on. I mean, I can undo them one from the other and then see. Either way, now time to play with that. We have the intercooler where it will probably live, because only stock parts from Golf were used, nothing cut, nothing. I mean, you can see it. We just used one coupler. I don't know which one that was. I don't know which one this was, but the couplers go here. We used the short part that was down there and connected it to an intercooler, and the same here. Now I have a mount here, which I will connect somehow to the beam going right here. We'll do that, or maybe I won't even need it because we do have a screw for now here, and there are two bolts here which I will just mount down here. So this should work, and it should get some air, because if I'm not mistaken, I need to see where the lower grill goes, but I think we should be able to get this to scoop air from the lower grill or something. Either way, for now it will work, because yeah, that's the best we can do. Oh yeah, and look at this. This is where this connector goes. I don't know which sensor this is, indicator, temperature or something. It should be on the intake part. Unfortunately, it goes from the turbo to the intercooler, but whatever. And this, we just undid 2 bolts and rotated, because it went out over there, bending towards backwards, and then this would not work. But as I said, it does work now. So yeah, I think everything's connected now, and I think we should be good to go and start the car. At least try. We have everything from everything from Golf plugged in. We have Golf dash plugged in. We have a code reader plugged in. We have the key next to it, original key. That's the code computer. That's the throttle pedal, which means car should actually start now. So yeah, you film it. I'll try to start it. Well, this is kind of a success, but yeah, now it's time to plug everything in and try to get it to work and not turn off instantly. The problem is I cannot get water in, because the radiator is, well, there it is, and I don't want to. Is this turbo even water cooled? Because I don't think it is. No, it's only oil cooled. Well, then we can play with it a bit more. Yeah, we can play with it a bit more. Oh, and this is probably why it's dying. Where does this connect to? Unfortunately, we cannot get this shit to keep running. This is where this was going, so this is now sorted out. I'll sort all of this out soon, but first I have to fix this. Also the exhaust. Well, I don't want to play with the exhaust before I fix the rust, because it's easier to work on what I need to work on, well, without the exhaust. So for now, this is it. You can see we actually swapped it. We've checked this shit. It will fit. Actually, this comes just shy of touching, so I can just make a small tab and weld this in, and this will work. Now there won't be a lot of flow. This goes behind the radiator, but worst case scenario, we'll just put a small fan here to get the flow going, and that's it. Either way, TDI Golf 3 TDI engine is in the car, using mostly Golf stuff, so we haven't bought anything from the van. Everything is Golf stuff. Van, Golf, 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 everything Golf. You saw what we did. If you have any other questions, ask. Now, regarding the wiring, it's still not sorted out. Only the necessary for starting the engine is plugged. I need to replug all of these. The thing that's really left to do is, well, getting this in here. But to get that in here, I'll first remove this. I mean, I need to remove it either way, because I need to work on the body under here. So yeah, we'll remove the dash, try to fit that in, but that's for another video, because as I said, that's when we'll be sorting out the body completely. Rust. Anyway, as you can see, this van is now TDI swapped. Those things, as I mentioned, will be done in the next video. So yeah, make sure to subscribe. And if you enjoyed this one, if you found it helpful, well, please give it a like, share it. It really helps with the algorithm. Either way, that's it for now. Thank you for watching, and as always, I really hope to see you in the next one. Bye!